Hi grade 1, how are you? This is Miss Wissam Gabriel. Welcome to today's lesson. Today we have reading, so please get your Collins book and your Collins copybook. Open page 81, unit 9. Page 81, unit 9. Catching the moon. Catching the moon. Where is the moon? Is it near to the earth? Is it really near? Do you think we can go there by car, by an aeroplane, or by spaceship? Can we walk on the moon? Do you know who is an astronaut? Well, let's think together. Which do you think is bigger, Earth or Moon? Think carefully. Well, definitely Earth is bigger. Do you think if you reached out really, really high, if you jumped as high as you can reach the moon? You can touch it? Well, try. Try and tell me. Let's watch a video together. Please open your books. Page 81. Look at the pictures. Just take a minute. Look at all the pictures before the video starts. Great, perfect. After the video ends, stop the video, okay, and start reading on your own.
Catching the moon. It was time to go to bed. Hal had a tantrum. He shouted and yelled. He stamped his feet. "What is the matter?" asked the Queen.
"What do you want?"
asked the King.
"I want the moon!"
yelled Hal. "You shall have the moon," said the Queen. The King called for the servants.
"You must go and catch the moon,"
he said. The servants were called Grim and Crumb. Grim was tall and thin. Crumb was short and fat. They set off to catch the moon. The servants went out into the garden. The moon was high up in the sky. "There it is," said Grim.
"How shall we catch it?"
asked Crumb.
"I have a plan,"
said Crumb.
"We need a ladder, a net, a big hook, and some string."
The servants put the ladder by the tree. But they could not catch the moon.
"I have a plan,"
said Crumb. The servants went up to the top of the tower, but they could not reach the moon. The servants saw the moon in the pond.
"I will catch it in my net,"
said Crumb. "Then I will tie it up with string," said Grim.
Splash!
Crumb and Grim fell in the pond. The moon would not stay still. It wiggled and wobbled. They could not catch the moon. Grim and Crumb were wet and cross. They could not catch the moon. They went to tell the King and Queen. The King and Queen were very happy. The moon was right outside the window.
"Here is the moon."
"You caught it," they cried. But little Hal was fast asleep.
Now try to read it on your own and continue watching the video. Stamped his feet. Stamped his feet is when someone is angry and really, really angry, kicking his leg to the floor, hitting his leg to the floor, like this kid is doing. He's angry, he's throwing a tantrum. Do you know what's the meaning of tantrum? Well, just like the kid was doing, he was angry and screaming and kicking and stamping his feet up to the floor. Then hitting your feet to the floor. That means stamp, to stamp your feet or stamp his feet. The moon wiggled and wobbled. To wiggle and wobble is to move without control, to the side, to the left, to the right, and up and down. This is the meaning of wiggled and wobbled. Look at the reflection of the moon on the water as it's wiggling and wobbling. See? That's the wiggle and wobble. Moving to the sides and sometimes up and down, just like that. Almost as if it's dancing. Perfect. Now, open your books, page 84. Question number 1. Read pages 1 and 2 of the story. Write the names of the characters in the story. How many characters did we have in the story? Well, let's think together. We had this boy. His name is Hal. And we had a queen and a king. And they had how many servants? 2. They had 2 servants. One of them was Grim, and the other one was Crumb. Perfect. Copy and complete the sentences. Use the words in the box to help you. The queen is housed, and choose father, son, or mother. The king is housed, choose. How is the kings and queens? Who is how? He is there. Perfect. Right. I know you're smart and you can do it on your own. Sorry. Question number 3. Read the sentences. Write the ones that tell you that Hal had a tantrum. Remember, tantrum is when someone is really, really angry and screaming and just out of his mind. Okay? He stamped his feet. He hopped up and down. He sang a song. He shouted and yelled. Well, if I'm angry, if I'm throwing a tantrum, if I'm having a tantrum, well, I'm not singing a song, definitely. I won't be singing, I promise you that. Well, how about hopped up and down? Yeah, probably. When someone is angry, they do that. Stamped his feet. Remember the picture I showed you earlier? Shouted and yelled. Well, when someone is having a tantrum, they definitely shout and yell. Now turn the page. Go to page 85. Question number 2. Read the words in the box. Black hair, white hair, tall, long nose, fat nose, short, bald, glasses, fat, thin, big feet, small feet. Now, this is really fun. Draw a picture of Grim and a picture of Crumb. This is Grim and this is Crumb. Try to draw them a little sketch. Write each character's name under their pictures. Write the name Grim and Crumb. Use the list of words to describe each character. Listen, let's try with Grim. Well, first of all, he is tall. He is tall. He has a long nose. His hair is white. He has big feet. Perfect. Now can you do the same for Crumb? Perfect. Let's turn the page. Question number 1. Look at the picture and read the text. The servants went out into the garden. The moon was high up in the sky. The moon was high up in the sky. Find the word sky in the story text. Say the word sky out loud. Sky, sky. What sound do you hear at the end of the word sky? E. Sky. I. Right? Write the word sky 3 times. Question number 2. Use the letters in the box to make a list of words that rhyme with sky. For example, M. M plus Y is my. My rhymes with sky. CR plus Y equals cry. Cry rhymes with sky. Well, I will do another one for you. FL. FL plus Y equals fly. Fly rhymes with sky. Perfect. Now, turn the page. Go to page 87. Go to this part, the second part of the page. Make a list of things that Crumb needed for his plan. Make a list of the things that Crumb needed for his plan. Do you remember them? He asked his friend for a couple of things. He asked for a ladder, a net, a big hook, and some string. Perfect. Try to write them down in your copybook. Now let's turn the page. Let's go to question number 2. Read the words in the box. Cold, happy, worried, wet, cross, angry, cheerful, excited, warm, sad, tired. By the end of their adventure, what do you think they are feeling? Now that they went back to the castle and they found that Hal fell asleep after all the effort they have done. Which words do you think describe how Grim and Crumb felt? Write the words. Write down the words that you think describes them at this picture, at this moment. Now let's go to page 89. You don't have to write them, okay? Just say out loud what's happening in the picture. You don't have to write it, remember. You only have to say it out loud. Describe it. Look at them. Grim is talking to Crumb. What is he telling him? Well, they are making a plan, right? He's asking him for something. And then what happened? He tried to catch the moon with his net. And did he succeed? Well, he tried again with the hook. Did he succeed? Well, apparently not. After that, they went to the pond. Look what they are doing. What did they do? Well, they tried again. And what happened? Splash! Did they succeed in the end? Well, what do you think? Tell me. Perfect. That would be the end of today's lesson. Thank you. Take good care of yourselves and see you next time.